More particular directions, page number 247.
More particular directions is the chapter. The police officials ought to ascertain where any person has been suddenly taken ill in the town or has suddenly complained of headache, rigor, stupefaction, or has rapidly become very weak and delirious. They should report what they learn to the appointed physician, who, after a rapid but careful examination, during which he attends to the directions below for avoiding infection, sees that the patient is conveyed to the hospital. At the same time, the police officer receives his fixed remuneration. If this remuneration be considerable, about a thaler, for the discovery of every case of this kind, the progress of the epidemic will be speedily checked. There will soon be no more sick to be separated from the healthy. The sick will be discovered in time before they can easily communicate to the infection. Again, in human life and in the smaller sum required will be the manifest result. The large hall of the hospital should be divided longitudinally by means of a partition of boards. The one part so divided to form the patient's ward, whilst the other and much narrower division forms a kind of passage into which the bedstead of each patient, which should be placed on casters, may be pushed through a trap door into the partition in such a manner as that the only patient in the bed shall come into the passage, whereon the trapdoor falls to again. Here the physician examines the external and internal condition of the patient in the presence of the surgeon. Then he causes him to be pushed back into the ward and the next patient to be brought forward, and so on. One patient, that infected patient, should be examined one by one, not in common hall, that he is telling. But before performing this examination, and indeed before the arrival of the physician, all the windows of the passage should be opened in order to air it. Before the patients are brought in, they must be closed. So before the patient, the fresh air and air circulation should be there. But just before bringing the patient, they should be closed. The physician, accompanied by the surgeon, both covered with oilcloth cloak, visits the patients twice a day and questions them at a distance of 3 paces. When the disease is particularly malignant in its character, it is advisable to have a hood attached to the cloak, which the medical officer may draw over his head when he makes his visit, for it has been observed that the contagious matters attach themselves most readily to wool and hair. If he require to feel their pulse, he must do this with averted head, and immediately afterwards wash his hand in a basin containing water and vinegar. If the patient's face be directed towards the light, it is not difficult to observe the state of the tongue at a distance of 3 paces. At a less distance, it is scarcely possible to avoid the danger of inhaling the patient's breath, whence the contagious principle spreads farthest and most powerfully. He is explaining the contagious diseases, which are very dangerous. Malignant contagious. Contagious వాటిలో malignant fevers అవన్నీ వస్తాయి కదా కొన్నిట్లో వాటివి. The odor of the contagious miasm of malignant typhus fever is a kind of earthy, mouldy smell like that from old graves newly opened. It has little or no resemblance to the odor of the putrid flesh. ఎంత ఎంత జాగ్రత్తలు తీసుకోమంటున్నాడో అసలు. అంటే తప్పనిసరైన వాటిల్లో ఎలా తీసుకోవాలో, డాక్టర్ వాళ్ళు ఎలా అప్రోచ్ అవ్వాలో వాటి దగ్గర నుంచి ఎంత జాగ్రత్తగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారు.